Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with another thing older black women should tell younger black women, but girls, don't let people turn you into a scapegoat. Now, there are these AI generated stories that I love to listen to online. I find them on YouTube. There's tons of different ones. But the thing about these AI generated stories is that they're romantic in nature. They always feature a heroine who is good-hearted, kind, considerate, self-sacrificing, and will do anything for the man that she loves. But what usually happens is she sacrifices herself utterly, ends up being completely betrayed by the male lead, who usually loves another woman. Either the hero will kill her, or he will just use her up and then abandon her, like on her deathbed. Something outlandish will happen. In order to save herself, or to ensure that the story is palatable, what usually happens is the heroine, something will happen, usually that denouement at the end where the hero has revealed himself to be completely morally bankrupt, right? And then all of a sudden, she's reborn. She goes back in time to a pivotal moment when she makes the decision to either love the hero or to walk away. And she always walks away because she knows what's coming. You see what I'm saying? I love these stories. I don't know if it's because the heroine always wins. I've found just the right channel where the stories keep getting more complicated, but the heroine always wins. They remind me of those old school Harlequins, you know, the white covers with the oval in the middle. I stopped reading them because the heroine always had to suffer. She always had to just take abuse, take abuse, take abuse, take abuse. And that's what I want to talk to you about right now. People who want you to be a scapegoat, they don't want to deal with reality. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. They don't want to take accountability for their lives. They want a punching bag. They don't want to see you do well. They either want to just destroy your self-esteem, destroy your prospects, do something to keep you under their thumb and to keep you from rising to a level where you will no longer be at their disposal. There's a lot of different levels to this kind of behavior, but the fact remains, this person will turn you into a scapegoat for all of their bad decisions. They didn't pick the right college. It's your fault. You should have advised them better. They didn't go to the gym and now they have suffered an injury. Well, it's your fault, because why didn't you encourage them to do better? Why didn't you go to the gym with them? Whatever. It's always your fault. It's never their fault. And my thing is this. After a certain age, we're all adults. You see what I'm saying? So if you decide to do X, Y, and Z rather than doing 1, 2, and 3, that's on you. You made that decision. If it doesn't work out to your benefit, that too is your responsibility to deal with. Or, as they say, your cross to bear. So don't let people turn you into a scapegoat, because that's just a scam for them to push responsibility off onto you, a place where it has no place being. And I think older black women don't warn younger black women about this kind of behavior because they have fallen victim to it. They may even be perpetuating that same type of attitude themselves because they don't want to deal with the fact that they made the wrong decisions. But I'm here to tell you, take responsibility for yourself and insist that everyone you come into contact with, if they're over the age of consent, they done reached that big old age of 18 where the law sees them legally as an adult, you can feel free to do the same. Because after a certain period, we need to think for ourselves. We need to make our own decisions, and we need to take accountability for our lives. And if people don't want to do that, that's on them. That's on them. It is not up to you to take responsibility for somebody else's life. Because if you're worrying about what they're doing, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And that's living well. So don't fall for it, girls. Don't fall for that trick. These heroines and these stories that I was just telling you about, they go through it. I mean, sometimes they get thrown off roofs, their bones are broken, they're yanked around, physically abused, they work themselves into the ground until their bodies get old and frail and filled with sickness and illness and pain. They just suffer. Now, one thing I will point out about these stories, the hero, he always wants to make it her fault. It doesn't matter which path, because sometimes he's reborn too. And even if he chooses the opposite path to walk, when the mess still falls apart, somehow it's still her fault because he's turned her into a scapegoat. And that ensures that he doesn't have to take responsibility for his actions, his failures, his missteps, or his bad decisions. Don't let people put that on you, and don't put that on yourself. There's nothing wrong with making a misstep. There's nothing wrong with making a bad decision. It's all about how you recover. So don't let anybody turn you into a scapegoat, and don't let anybody make you think that not taking 100% accountability for your life is a bad idea, because it's not. If you take 100% accountability for your life, that means you are in control of your decisions. That means you can bob and weave and dip and dodge however you see fit. If you want to change direction, you can do that. If you want to decide to walk another path, you can do that. If you want to say no, get your ass out my face, you can do that too. And sometimes I would highly recommend it. And that ends my TED Talk for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.